statistically, of the millions of books that are out there, one of those books could be your life-changing read, and you will most likely never read it.
That really hurts my heart.
Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Smokey Bear says hello. Are you also Smokey?
No.
No. Okay. How are you? What's going on? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You sound so depressed.
I'm so tired.
Wake up.
I know. I'm trying. I've had all the coffee I'm allowed to have today. I've had all the caffeine.
Yeah, I mean, it's already like 1 p.m. I don't think you can really drink coffee for too much longer.
If I have any more coffee, I will not sleep tonight. So the fact that I'm still yawning and like...
It's not good.
It's so sad.
Can I tell you, I drank a Starbucks last night at like 5 p.m.
Why?
Because I went to the grocery store and Starbucks was there, and so I got some, and and Tim said he wanted some too, so I got him some. Yeah, I went to sleep at 9, no problem, knocked the fuck out, slept through the night.
How?
Caffeine just does not do anything to me at all.
It just like goes straight through your system and does not absorb.
Not at all.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I think that's really why I don't drink coffee or like regularly drink coffee, because I don't like the taste of just like standard coffee. So, and it doesn't do anything for me. So like I only drink sweet, dessert coffees.
Dessert coffees?
Yes.
Exactly.
Cause for taste. I don't have like a whole lot. I will tell you, I saw something on the internet the other day and I was very intrigued by it, and I'm thinking about doing it. So I saw somebody she posted like 10 one-star reviews for books. And she had people, like she had her followers like pick which one they liked the best, and then she ended up reading that book. I don't know that I'm going to do like all of that. Like I don't need other people to pick it, but I kind of want to do a situation where I find a whole bunch of like one-star reviews and pick a book based on it and see if I agree or if not.
That sounds terrible.
Because I mean, there's one-star reviews out there for every single book that I've ever loved, right? So it's possible for me to love a book that has a one-star review.
Oh, you just mean that it has to have a one-star review.
Yeah, and it has to be like...
I thought you meant like its Goodreads review was 1 star.
Like an average?
I was like, no. That's a terrible idea.
No.
Does that even exist?
I doubt it. I think that I don't know if that book has got to be really, really bad or like not sold anymore if it's an average of a 1 star,
or it only has like 3 or 4 reviews.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
so no, I'm saying like pick a fun, like a book that's got like a, I don't know, 3.5, 4-star average, but has really interesting 1-star reviews. Like,
I see. I got you. Okay. I thought you meant, I was I am not for this.
No, absolutely against that. No, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of the ones that she looked at, okay?
Okay.
All right. Because some of them were really funny. So, one of the books was, one of the reviews was DNF at 20%. It put me to sleep literally at my desk. It was deeply embarrassing. There was another one. Where was this one? It said, This one said, no, honestly, fuck this. I would give it 1 star, but it did keep me engaged. I was able to finish it quickly, so I'll give it 2. And then it said, edited to add. Never mind. I'm actually angry at this book. I'm changing to 1 star after all. Honestly, fuck this.
Jeez.
There was another one that said, this book is the equivalent to watching paint dry.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Like, that's what I'm saying. I want to find one that's like got something funny or like, I don't know, some sort of 1 star review that somebody like literally is just like, this is trash. I hate everything about this. And then I want to read it and see if I feel the same.
All right. Well, enjoy that process. I will not be joining you on this adventure.
Okay, great.
You can have that all to yourself.
Thanks. Maybe at some point, maybe by the end of this year, I will have done it. I'm not saying that I want to do it like a lot, but just like 1. I want to give 1 a shot.
Yeah, plus I feel like that would be hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes, I don't want to say a lot of research, but it probably will take a little bit of work.
Yeah, I think, I'll have to, maybe I'll find some like, maybe like some popular books that are out there that I haven't read yet and peruse the 1 star reviews and see if there's one that's like funny or like catching and see if the 1 star review gets me to read it.
You know, you always just pick a SJM book.
I'm not doing that.
Fine.
I'm absolutely not doing that. I'm sure her other books are fine, but I don't want to do that to myself. Fine. I want to go with an author or that I haven't read yet.
Okay. That should be pretty easy.
Yeah. So that has been on my mind because I saw that like a week or so ago and I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah. I was like just poking around the internet looking at things and I saw that somebody put, it's like I guess a quote if you want to call it a quote, but I read it and I was like, well, that's sad, interesting. Okay. I don't know, but it's basically statistically of the millions of books that are out there, one of those books could be your life-changing read, and you will most likely never read it.
That really hurts my heart.
Isn't that like sad to think about?
I'm so sad.
There are so many books out there.
Yes, you took me so high. You were like, 1 book out there is going to change your life. And I was like, yes, it is. And then you said, but you'll likely never read it. And I immediately got so sad.
Yeah, like, because if you think about it, like,
yeah,
there are millions of books out there.
Yeah.
And there's not enough time to read them all.
Well, and there's a chance that like it doesn't even cross your path, or there's a chance that it crosses your path, but like you read a review about it that's like makes you feel a certain way, or you read the description and the description is just not written perfectly to catch you in,
like
but
to
like
you, yeah.
Yeah, but like it could be that. Oh, I'm so sad. You just broke my heart. Now I have to go out and read every single book.
All right, that's your second task for this year.
Second goal. Great.
Read every single book.
No. You just made me so sad. I need to go take a nap.
Yeah, so I read that on I can't remember where I read it. It was on some forum, but the people who answered that were angry.
Yeah.
Just like, because some people were trying to fight it with like, it doesn't make sense. But some people were just like, kind of like you said, like, why the fuck would you say that to me?
Yeah. Why would you break my heart for no reason?
Why would you even bring that up?
Yeah.
But yeah, some people wanted to like fight it with like logic. And I was like, bro, just accept that. Just accept that there are books out there that are probably the best books that you will ever read, that speak to you, and you will never read them because you don't have enough time to read that many books in your life.
How disappointing, man. This kind of reminds me of that. This is totally not the same thing at all, but it just reminds me of the statistic of like, you will in your life probably come across somebody who has murdered somebody.
Oh, yes.
But you would never know it just because like whatever. And so I don't know exactly what that statistic is, but or whatever, but like that's what it reminds me of. Just like you would never know.
So many things that you'll just never know.
You'll never know. You could pass somebody's path who is like, they're supposed to be like your best friend, but you, because you didn't have a time or a place, you just walked past each other in normal everyday life, you would never know.
Yeah. I always think it's interesting. I know I'm going off on a side quest now.
Yeah.
I'll be driving or I'll be just sitting in the car while Mike's driving or whatever, and I'll pass by somebody like walking their dog, and I'm like, that person has a whole life that they are living that I have no idea, but our paths crossed at 3 seconds, and he didn't know because he didn't see me in the car. But like each of us are living such like abstract different lives, but we just met for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And like,
you know what? I think about that sometimes, like walking past people like in the grocery store or in Target or something, just fucking random shit where like we decided both to come to this store at the same time right now. But like you could be, yeah. Or like, or you could literally be going home to the woman that's locked in your basement because you're a murderer.
Yes. Like, it could be anything.
Yeah. And I'm coming over here to talk about books. Like we're leaving the same place to do completely different things. Yeah, I have thought about that before and it's terrifying. I don't love it. Fate, man.
So weird.
This podcast would not exist if I didn't decide to move to Ohio and you didn't decide to come to the same company that I worked for.
Ohio, right, yeah.
Yes. So there's so many things.
Yeah, the butterfly effect's weird, man.
That's right.
So crazy.
You know what? The second I start thinking about life, I just immediately go into all these directions.
Yeah, you have to cut that, like, just stop, because it gives me, I start to get anxiety over it a little bit, because I'm like, oh my God.
All the people that you shouldn't have met, all the people that you should meet, like
all the books that I haven't read but should read. Yes, all the snacks that I haven't eaten but should.
But you're right, exactly. Yeah, no, the book one really makes me sad. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. Would you like to talk about snacks instead?
Yes, please tell me your snack.
Oh, geez, I was hoping you would go first.
Oh, I can go first if you would like me to.
Go ahead.
My snack this week is going to be white chocolate strawberry Milano cookies.
Oh, those are so good.
Oh my God, they're so good. So the regular Milano cookies are usually, like, I like those too. They're good. But yeah, I randomly saw the white chocolate strawberry ones. And so we were like, let's give these a try. Oh my God, they're so good.
There's so many things that I just want to eat all of them.
Yes. That's what I will say. That is a good thing about having Tim in the house, is like I could eat 3 and then he eats the rest. So then I don't have to be tempted by the rest of them. Yeah. Now, do you have a snack?
Yes, it's not like it's not a very, I don't know. So I was out of town for the last couple weeks, almost a month. But like where I was working, there was really nothing around. So you just kind of have to stay at work.
Okay.
You know, and like when they're like, oh, it's time to eat, like whatever you brought is what you have to eat or whatever. I've eaten so many Uncrustables.
Oh no.
I am basically made of Uncrustables right now. So I
what
feel like
flavor?
You have to have them all. Because if you're gonna eat Uncrustables, like
every day, you have to change up the flavor.
Yeah. So I really like the grape ones, like the OG ones. I love grape jelly.
Okay.
Every once in a while, after you eat like 50 or 60 of them, you're like, I need a different flavor.
Yes.
So I'll try like the raspberry one or the strawberry one, or good on Uncrustables. They're coming out with all the different flavors now, because you could get, like, I think the hazelnut spread one. I feel like we've talked, like, honey and peanut butter. But man, something about the OG grape. It's just so delicious.
I feel like that's the only one that I've tried before is the grape one. I think. I don't. Oh, yeah. We have them around because they're good for Tim's to take on runs or whatever. They're good for that. But I don't think I've ever just eaten one because I wanted it. It's only ever been because, like, it's what we have and I have to have, like, a snack while we're out or something.
Yeah.
I'm basically a child.
Well, yes. Yeah. I don't know what it is about Uncrustables, why they're better than just making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, they definitely are.
Like, I don't know what it is about them. But also, have you ever put one in the toaster?
No. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
They get all toasty and then they're
Is that
warm.
your preferred method?
No, not preferred.
Oh, okay.
But definitely, like, because usually I'm doing what you said. Like, I'm eating them because I'm somewhere or we're on a road trip or... Because you can't eat them, like, as soon as you take them out of the freezer. So they're never something where I'm like, I feel like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I eat one. Right. It's always I know I'm not going to have access to other food for a while, so I take one with me.
So did you literally eat like 50 of those over the last couple weeks?
I've eaten a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's the only snack that you can use this week then.
I ate a lot of Twix bars as well.
Okay. You can use both.
Yeah. One of the guys that I work with, I was eating it. He brought in like a bag of candy and it had all the mini bars. And I was like, oh my God, I love caramel so much. And I was eating all of the Twix, the mini ones, not just full Twix bars.
Sure.
And they went to go like to the gas station or something. And they came back and he was like, Nicole, I brought you this. And he brought me, I've never seen them, the caramel M&Ms.
Oh.
They're not this big, but they're actual balls, like circular.
Oh, okay.
And they're caramel filled. Actually, I might have some in this room.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen those. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the caramel ones.
Yeah, like, they don't, I mean, they're obviously not M&M shaped because...
Yeah. You have to fit all that caramel in there?
They're like peanut M&M size.
Yeah.
But instead of a peanut, there's caramel in them.
Well, did you love them?
They're pretty good.
Okay.
If I'm going to eat a candy delivery system that has caramel in it, I prefer Twix.
Okay. Candy delivery system.
Yes.
Great.
So.
Okay, fair. Those, I think we both have good snacks this week. Do you want to tell me about your books?
As soon as my tablet starts thinking again.
Okay.
It's like I'm tired of you talking. I'm going to take a nap.
Great.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about 2 books.
Okay.
This week. Same author. It's Susanna Kearsley. I've talked about a book of hers before. But these ones were rereads for me, both of them. Okay.
So they're not together.
They're not like together.
Okay.
But I needed, so I was trying to find a new book. Nothing on Kindle Unlimited was really hitting it for me. But then I was like, well, I'll reread this book because it's not my favorite book, but it is like one of those books that I'll go back and reread when I'm like slumpy.
Okay.
Now the problem is one of these books was on my Nook.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, I can't read that every day because then I won't get my Kindle Unlimited numbers. Right. So then I read the other one on my Kindle for the Kindle Unlimited numbers.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So for my daily reads. So I'm going to talk about both of them. The interesting thing also that I kind of had forgotten about, but I was just thinking, is they're actually kind of set at the same time, but they're 2 separate series.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I think it doesn't matter. I'll get into it when I
Okay.
talk individually. But the first one I'm going to talk about.
And they're
Go ahead.
both rereads?
They're both rereads.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the first one is called The Rose Garden by Susanna Kearsley. This is an ebook. This is the one that was on my Nook.
Okay.
It is a historical romance time travel.
Ooh, all right.
Yes, there are some triggers in here. It is murder,
Murder.
death of a family member, death of a spouse, and grief plays a pretty major role in this book.
Okay.
So, book description. Eva, her name is Eva. She travels to England from LA. She's there to scatter her sister's ashes. She has chosen this place in England, I think it's in Cornwall, to because as children, her and her sister would visit there a lot, and they both really found that place very special. So in her mind, she was like, I'm going to put my sister's ashes to rest in a place that she was happy.
Okay.
So while she's there, she's reconnecting with friends from her past and her sister's past. They grew up together in the summers. Now they are the owners of a rose farm.
Okay.
And is a pretty famous one. But she finds out that when she's there that it's failing. The rose farm is.
Okay.
So she is a publicist.
Oh,
Almost.
okay.
So she's there. So while she's there, she's like, well, let me help you. Like,
Okay.
I can help you with like, yeah, I'll help you build like a website. And you,
I see.
You know, like, she helps them get like onto like a tour schedule. So
Okay.
that way like tour buses stop there and like stuff like that. So she's helping them try to revive this rose farm.
Okay. Is a rose farm exactly what I think it is, where it's just like a whole property full of roses?
Rose bushes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically at this rose farm they grow roses. They also like hybridize their own roses
okay.
and like stuff like that.
All right.
It doesn't really get into the details of like
Okay.
the day-to-day stuff. I think it's just
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I was like picturing or like thinking
Right.
about what it actually is. Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But while she's there helping with all of that, it starts small where she just hears voices through the wall and that can't be explained and like stuff like
Okay.
that. And then after time, she finds herself actually time traveling or time slipping back into the past. So like, I think it's the 18th century. So like,
Okay.
and it's completely random. She has no control over it.
Okay.
So, but when she's there, she meets a gentleman. His name is Daniel. And it's a man that she finds herself more and more drawn to the more she slips back and forth, right?
Okay.
So after this happens over the course of, I think it's only like a couple months,
Okay.
soon Eva has to make like difficult decisions about where and when she belongs.
This reminds me of that other book that you read like that, where she like in that specific room time slips to her boy, her man.
Yes, yeah. It is
okay.
it is pretty similar.
Okay.
So where to start with this one? So I read this book before I read the book What the Wind Knows.
Okay.
And this book, I really enjoyed it. It was like my favorite time travel book.
Okay.
Until What the because What the Wind Knows is so great.
Yeah. Okay.
This is probably still in my top 5.
Okay.
You know,
Do I need to add this to my Nicole favorites?
you can.
Okay, great.
But I will caveat that it's obviously not as good as What the Wind Knows, right?
Right. Okay.
I really enjoyed all the characters. The main character, Daniel, and the female main character, Eva, they're, super cute together. There's a side character in her. His name is Fergal, if I'm saying that right. And
Fergal?
Fergal.
Okay.
So he
Love that.
He is absolutely adorable. I love him. If I met them, I probably would have chosen Fergal.
Fergal. Okay.
Man, I hope I'm saying this guy's name right.
I want it to be that so bad.
So because of the time slips, there are two storylines, right? I actually enjoyed both storylines.
Okay.
Usually in books like this, we've talked about time travel or where there's like past and present timelines or whatever. You usually don't like both of them.
Yeah.
I liked both of them. I enjoyed her time with the current timeline family and her helping them get their rose garden stuff together and like stuff like that. It was cute. And, I liked all the characters. And then when she's in the past, I enjoyed that timeline as well. Sometimes when I'm reading books like that, you get to the point where you're like, yes, 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 yes. I just want to know what happens in the next chapter. I didn't really feel like that in this book.
Okay, that's good.
But I will admit that in the middle, it does get slow.
Okay.
For both.
Both
timelines, right? Okay. This book does leave you with questions about the time slipping, like what's going on. Like, how does that work?
So it's not fully explained?
It's not super explained. Like she makes like a comment about, oh, I think it could be this, like ley lines. But it's never explained why she does it specifically. It's never explained like why she never did it when she was younger. Like why does it start happening now versus,
Can I go on a tangent real fast?
Yes.
About ley lines?
Sure.
Have you heard about like much about ley lines at all? There is somebody out there, I can't remember who the person's name is because I've heard them on a podcast before, but they like literally can dig into your life and look at the ley lines of like where you were born, where you grew up, where you live, where you moved, like all that kind of stuff, and figure out how the ley lines affect your, like, if they align with things that have happened in your life and why things have happened in your life. And I find it so interesting. I really, really want to do it. Like, I want to go meet that person and have her, like, dig into my ley lines life.
And see if it's, like, everything can be explained.
If it's all, like, aligned with, like, decisions that you made when you lived at certain places or worked at certain places or, like, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm just... So as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, yeah, I want to do that.
I totally believe everything they say now.
Everything.
It makes sense.
Obviously. Yeah. Sorry for the tangent.
No, that's okay. So so like I said, there are some questions, but it's kind of just been like ley lines, and you're expected to be like,
yep, done. I believe it.
Apparently that works for some people.
I accept.
If you are Vanessa. Yes. She's like, all right, ley lines. Okay, done.
Got it.
So yeah, there's some, there's some problems with this book too, obviously, because it's a time travel book. If you want to say convenience, like they just accept that she is from the future, and they don't have really any problems with that.
Just like, yep, you're from the future. I accept.
You are. I accept this, and she accepts pretty quickly that she could time travel.
Okay.
Like, so, you're just kind of like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. If it happened to me, I would probably be stressed about it for like 6 months before I was able to accept it.
Yeah. But if you can get over all of that stuff, but there's a fair amount of insta love in this book. She only travels back like 4 or 5 times, and they're already in love.
Okay.
Right? I think the ending in this book is one of those that you're either going to hate it or you're gonna like it. You're gonna find it like lovely, right? Like, the way it ends.
There's not a lot of middle ground there.
Right. Without giving any of it away. Yeah. You're gonna get to the end and you're gonna be like, oh, I really liked how that all turned out.
Okay.
Or you're gonna get to it and you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
What the
Where's
fuck?
the rest? Where's the rest? I need closure. This is not one of those books where you're gonna get like, you're not gonna get an epilogue. You're not gonna know what happens.
Okay.
She tells you a lot of things a couple chapters prior to that.
Okay.
And you just have to take what she says about what happens based on those couple chapters and be like, all right, well, I guess I'm never going to know what happens, because I'm going to go on another tangent here. If I was traveling to the past, I would go Google what's going to happen. So that way I could be prepared.
Yeah.
If she did that, she doesn't talk about it. She just trusts the process.
Okay. So you're saying, like, if you knew that you went back, if you could time travel back to like 1920, then when you were in our time, you would Google like what happens in 1920. Like,
yes, okay, I would be a history professor
of
in 2 days.
Yes. Okay. All right. I see. Yes, I would do the same exact thing.
Right. So yeah, she doesn't really do that.
Okay.
To what I saw, she never really uses the internet to like really dig deep into it.
Okay.
She just kind of is like, she like visits a church and she's like, oh, a grave, so it's not like anything like she spends a lot of time spending up like a lot of nights on the internet trying to figure out what's going to happen. Like, and I know the further back in the past you get, the less there is available.
Of course.
But the fact that she never even tried that I saw, I was like, huh.
Yeah, if I met people, like I knew people's names and shit, like I for sure would look them up and be like, what happened to them? And like, what is going to happen to them? And yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
I guess I'll give it a little bit of a spoiler. If you are absolutely no spoiler, skip ahead a little bit. But she does, instead of using the internet and like Googling people, she talks to like a guy who owns a local history museum. Okay. And he uses his connections to find a book that helps.
What year are we in at present time?
Like, it doesn't ever really say.
But
it's one of those, it's like ambiguous, right? It's like 1990s, maybe. Okay. I can't remember when this book came out.
Okay.
Maybe early 2000s, but like, it's not like the 50s where the internet doesn't exist.
Sure. Right?
The internet exists because she uses it for her work.
Okay.
So like, that was like some of the little things that I was like, you're going to this guy. He's found you a book through his connections. Whereas like,
you could have just looked things up.
A couple chapters earlier, you used the internet.
Okay.
So
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just, just little things like that where I was like, man, missed opportunity. So,
all right.
But I really like this book. Like I said, before I read, what the Wind Knows, I really did like this book. Was one of my favorite time travel books. It's still up there. I know there's problems with it, but I still really enjoy the read.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I would say, I think I would rate this one, I think I have this one rated as a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I put that in the wrong section. Yeah, so I have this one rated as 4.
Crustables. Uncrustables.
Uncrustables.
That's right.
All grape flavored.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, for this next one, you're going to get chaos. Okay. I didn't have enough time to finish it up. So this one is called... Oop, not that one. Dang it, Nicole.
How dare you?
Okay. So this one's a little bit chaos. I apologize. This one is called The Winter Sea. It is number 1 in the Slains. It's called The Slains duology, I think, or series or something. Okay. I have not read the second book.
Okay.
I think I started to read it and I DNF'd it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a book that now that I've like, it's been a handful of years that I might try again.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, The Winter Sea, it's a historical romance. Now, there's a girl, her name is Carrie. She is an author, and she has just moved to England with the hopes that being in the area where her novel is taking place will help her write the novel. Because she's having, like, she explains it as her characters aren't speaking to her in France. So...
All right. So she's got to be where they are.
So she's going to this castle called Slains, and that's where she's hoping all of those characters will speak to her. Okay. It has the desired effect while she's there. Her imagination runs rampant, and she's just blasting through pages. She's writing more than she's ever been able to write before. And she's writing it as just how her imagination takes it. So she knows characters exist because it's historical, but there's not enough about them to know for sure what their life was really like and what happened and is it historically accurate, right? She's like, I'll just write it all up and then I'll go back and fact check myself later. Okay.
Maybe her ley lines cross in England, and so it's giving her writer's imagination.
Euphoria, maybe. Yeah. So as she starts fact checking all of her written story, she's finding out that the stuff that she's writing is historically accurate.
Somehow she just got it all right.
But somehow she's getting it all right.
Okay.
Now the book is told from you get some of her story and then she will write a couple chapters and you're reading the chapters as she writes them.
So you're reading a book within a book.
You're reading Bookception. And then you'll get some of her story and then she'll give a couple more chapters of what she wrote. So the time is progressing. And then she's also finding that some of the stuff that's happening to her in real time is similar to what's happening to the heroine of her story in the past, right? She meets a gentleman, and the girl in the book that she's writing about, her name is Sophia. She meets a gentleman, and then Carrie meets a gentleman, and stuff like that. So, I guess also an important note, if you want to call it that, I'm air quoting here, is Sophia is one of her, they're related. Her father has done the genealogy all the way back, and so they're related, right? Okay. And that's why she chose to put her in her book. Okay. She wasn't originally supposed to be there. Okay. So, as the book is being written, Carrie does some investigations as things start to she's like, this is really weird how I just know all these things and I shouldn't know them. And there's intrigue and stuff like that, because the historical timeline that she's talking about is, not to get too deep into it, the Stuart king, they're trying to bring him back from France so he could take the throne from Queen Anne. And without, so it's that timeline where he comes back to try that. He fails, but obviously the people in the past don't know that, right? They're still trying to bring him back and they're hoping that he takes over the throne, right, of England. So they don't know that fails. So she's doing all this, all this research, and she finds in her research that the man that Sophia is with in her book is not who she shows is married, in, later, right? Okay. So as she's writing the book, she's really sad because she's like, this is a love story that I know is not going to turn out, right? Yeah. Okay. And it's just day-to-day life. There's some, I don't want to call it love triangle stuff in her time, but there's a little bit of love triangle stuff in her time. And then, the end turns out how the end turns out. I obviously am not going to give that away.
Don't tell us.
Yeah. So I like this book. I also don't have notes for I would say my notes about this book are pretty close to the notes about how I felt about The Rose Garden. It's a good read, but it's kind of one of those things that Susanna seems to write all of her characters pretty similar.
Okay.
So like the the female leads are all written pretty similarly.
Yeah.
The male leads are all written pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of insta love.
Okay.
You're really more there for the journey that they take, if that makes sense, the historical journey, and that like yearning love that is hinted at that is not going to work out and everybody is sad about, and like stuff like that. So yeah.
Do you think you kind of, like with this author specifically, like you kind of know what you're going to get out of it as far as like character wise and stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I read this one second when I was reading all of the Susanna Kearsley books. The one that I talked about in previous episodes is like out of all of them, my least favorite of the three.
Okay.
This one's probably number 2.
Okay.
I haven't gone back and read some of her other stuff because I've like read the descriptions of the books and I was just like,
Yeah.
They don't really speak to me.
Okay.
But as I've seen through all her books, it's generally the people are written pretty similar.
Okay.
You're really just more for the storyline. In this one, there is a lot of like convenience. I don't want to say convenience, but like, whereas like in the last book, like Eva was just like, I accept that I am time traveling. It's kind of the same in this book.
Okay.
She's like, as all this is happening to her, she like talks to other characters and she explains what's happening, and they're just like, I accept that this is a thing.
I accept that you're getting everything right and that everything is parallel and that.
Right. And like,
okay.
there's really no questioning of like how this happens or really digging into it. They're just kind of like, well, it could be this. And then everybody's like,
cool. Got it.
Cool. That's probably it. So it's just a lot of acceptance of like, how is this happening? It is just ignore all that and just enjoy the story, right?
Yeah.
So I also have this one rated as a 4.
Okay.
I've read it a couple times now. It's one like both of these stories are like one of those that like I know there's issues with it, but I know in the way that like most time travel books will have issues.
Sure.
I kind of just read these books when I'm looking for that type of like love that's yearning and slow moving. And
that's fair.
So,
excellent.
So 4 more Uncrustables
Great.
today.
You almost got to your actual total.
No, not even close.
Okay, so before I tell you about my book, I actually need to go back because last episode I told you about my sister book club book called The Broken Girls. And I said I hadn't talked to her yet when I gave you that rating and all that kind of stuff. And then when I talked to her, I knew I needed to talk to her first because she changed my rating.
Oh, geez.
And you're going to kind of see, not a theme here, but like, I'll tell you later. Okay, so first, my last week when I gave you my rating for the book, I said 3.5, 4. And then after talking to her, I'm going to go with 3.5 instead. So I'm rounding down instead of up.
Okay.
Really just like, I remembered more of things that happened after talking to her about it. And she like brought stuff up and I was like, oh yeah, that was confusing. Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I'm not allowed to talk about books unless I talk to her about them first. That's what we've learned here. Okay. So the book I'm actually going to talk about today is called Coldwire by Chloe Gong. And I'm kind of excited about it because it's my first physical book of the year.
Nice.
And it's a fairy loot. So I'm knocking off a couple of things. Okay, so this is the fairy loot cover. It's so pretty. If you're not on video, like I'm showing it on video. If you've probably seen, so this is like the regular cover. Mm-hmm. If you've seen this at all, I feel like you probably know what that looks like. But I really like the hardcover of it. Like I think it's really pretty.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, it's like super colorful and like very sci-fi, like I don't know. I really like the actual book of it. So,
I
it
always like when book art is like it's meant to be dark,
yeah.
but they make it in a way where it's not like washed out dark.
Yep. It's I really like this one. So, it is it was this book was Fairy Loot's December 2025 young adult fantasy book.
Okay.
However, it is fantasy because there's like a crossover between sci-fi fantasy, but if I had to choose, I would actually put this more in like sci-fi dystopia, not fantasy. But I mean, there's still fantasy elements, but like that's where I would put this is like YA sci-fi, whatever. But it's physical. Okay. It is book 1 of a trilogy. It's going to be called the Strange Loom trilogy. Number 2 is not even announced yet, so I don't have any information about that, but it is supposed to be a trilogy. All right. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Okay, so we are in a world of virtual reality. So most of society lives in the VR world known as Upcountry, and those who can't afford a subscription are forced to remain living in Downcountry, which is the real world.
Okay.
Downcountry is mostly like rundown spaces, but they must be kept up to like a certain degree because in order for it to exist in Upcountry, it must remain in Downcountry. So like if you are a business owner and you own a business that is ran in Upcountry, you have to continue to like put some money into the same business Downcountry or else it won't be able to exist in the VR. There's that aspect of like Upcountry, Downcountry, and also their physical bodies are in pods that are physically located in Downcountry, which they must return to monthly to recharge. So like even if your subscription or whatever, you have enough money to pay, like your whole life is in Upcountry, you still have to come down once a month or however long it is, however often.
Put your feet in the dirt.
Yeah, basically, yes. Like you have to wake up. I think you have to be in Downcountry for like at least 24 hours or something like that. And then you go back into your pod and you can go back to VR. So while Upcountry is where most prefer to be, it's not without its faults. There is currently a Cold War that's happening between two powerful nations in this Upcountry.
Of course there is.
Yes, exactly. So as we said, I did not listen to this book. I read this book, so some of these words I don't know if they're pronounced correctly. But the two nations that are at this have this Cold War going on is Medallo and Atua. Okay. So due to this, many Medin or Medallo orphans living in Atua must enroll in the Nile Military Academy and serve as a soldier or be labeled a spy. So like if you are living in Atua at all and you are Medin, the only way, like your only option is to become go to this military academy.
Okay.
So okay, again, we have a character. I think her name is Ariel. It's Erale.
Okay.
So I was calling her Ariel. Okay.
Yeah, whatever your brain does.
Yes. Okay. So last year, as a forced soldier, because she was an orphan here, Ariel joined the Nile Corp private forces to serve Downcountry. Her and her team are now hunting this guy named Nick. He is the most wanted anarchist that's murdering and causing an uproar everywhere he goes. So she and her team are on a mission to capture him, and his team actually ends up capturing her.
Oops.
Yes. So they capture her and they end up framing her for an assassination on a government official and then blackmail her with that framing whatever into helping him and his team search for a dangerous program in Medallo.
Okay.
Okay. So Ariel is one POV in the book. And then we have another POV from Leah. And she is currently completing her last year upcountry at Nile Military Academy, also as a forced Medan person. As part of their final test at the academy, she is paired with her academic nemesis, Kiernan.
Of course.
And their task is to infiltrate Medallo to track down an Atuan traitor.
Okay.
So recap a little bit. Leah is upcountry, completing her mission or whatever with her nemesis, and Ariel is downcountry, completing a mission. Well, not anymore. She got taken from her mission and is now helping the anarchist with his mission. So the two are both working in different planes of reality and on different missions, but both of them are starting to uncover some truths that could change everything.
Okay. Sounds like it.
Yes. Okay, so that's the book. All right, so I ended up liking this more than I thought I was going to. And I say more than I thought I was going to because it took me a long time to get into this book.
Okay.
So it's almost like this book is almost 500 pages, like just about. And it wasn't until the last like 200 pages that I was really in it.
Okay.
So the first 300 pages is there's a lot of boring stuff that's happening. I think for me personally, the reason why it was really hard for me is because most of that first 300 pages is a lot of world building. Like you're really trying to build up like what upcountry is, what downcountry is, like all of that kind of stuff. I also think that the way she explains it is very unnecessary. Like it's over explained for sure.
Okay.
So it's very slow for the first 60-70%. I think it could have been cut out. Like a lot of it could have been cut out and it still would have made perfect sense. I think it was just it was just over explained.
Yeah. It sounds like she's trying to introduce a lot of characters too.
Yes. There's a lot of characters going on and there's so many. What I was actually about to say, like the rules of upcountry and downcountry is not very explained. So while she's building up all of the planes and stuff like that, and you're trying to figure everything out, there's not a whole lot of rules, or when there are rules, it's kind of confusing for what the VR rules are. So there was that. Another piece that was kind of confusing, and this might just be a me thing, and I totally accept that it could be a me thing, was the political government at war bullshit. Like who hated who was who, like I just like who was from where, like some of that was hard for me to like kind of keep track of or remember. Like I said, I am 100% quick to accept that this is a me problem. I'm sure that it was explained and probably easy to follow, but there were just so many times where I was like, I don't remember what nationality you are, or like, and obviously it matters in this case because we have to understand who hates which people, right? So, I will say that some of this might come down to the fact that like some of the words were hard for me to pronounce, or like I didn't know how to pronounce. And so when I can't pronounce them, it's hard for me to remember them. So every time I come across it, I was like, what is this again? So yeah, so I feel like especially early on in the book when I'm still learning about them and learning all the things, trying to remember how to say things right, whatever. All right. So this is when I said earlier, there's kind of a theme here of like reading reviews or talking to people about it or whatever. I tend to change my thoughts on it. I'm easily swayed.
Easily, yeah.
Yes, I'm easily influenced by others' reviews. So one thing about this is that I did go in and read a lot of reviews about this book. There's some that agreed with me on this, some who basically said that it was stupid. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I am going to tell you that there is a twist in this book, and I was not expecting it at all.
Were you not expecting it because you weren't expecting this book to have twists, or was it one of those like
No, it
was
shocked
just a really
me.
good twist.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
found it to be a very good twist. So like I said, I read some reviews and I instantly started feeling stupid because there's some people who were like, oh, that was easy. Like I knew a million miles away what was going to happen. And I was like, I didn't. Like, I didn't see any of the twists coming. And like, it could be a little bit because like I felt confused, like the amount of confusion that I had for most of the story. Or it could be that it was just really well hidden. But I will tell you, there was one point where I was like reading and I gasped and I like closed the book and put it down and was like, what just happened?
I need to think about this.
Yes, I was like, oh my God. And then Tim walked in the room and I was like, oh my God, guess what?
And he's like, what are you talking about?
I don't care. So yeah, I don't think that I have been that surprised by a twist in a book in a very long time. So it gets points for that for sure. Nice. So I would say it's kind of sad. If it hadn't been for the last 100 pages of this book, it would have been around a 2-star read for me.
Because of all the world building and confusion and politics.
Yes, 100%. But I will say the last 100 books of this alone.
100 books of this?
Sorry, 100. Yes, the last 100 books of this.
Read all the books, guys.
The last 100 pages of this made me rate it a 3.
Okay.
Yep.
So it gets a whole extra star.
It gets a whole extra star for being shocking, and I actually ended up liking, like, it got really good. It was really fast paced. I feel like book 2 now, like I'm hoping that the amount of world building that we got in the first book means that we won't have as much in the second book and we can just jump into the story. It does end on like a cliffhanger, so if you don't like that, then you should wait for book 2 to come out. But it does end on a cliffhanger. I am excited to find out what happens in the next part of the story, so I definitely will read it. I hope that the next one is just more story, plot, characters, and not up country, down country politics. So I'm thinking it will be better. I am looking forward to it. I am excited. As soon as I get any information, I will post about it here in some capacity and let everybody know that book 2 is coming. But
yay.
Yeah, so I went with 3, maybe 3.25 if I had to. Like a little bit more because I did end up enjoying it. What did I rate it in? What was my snack?
Was it some type of candy?
We can't be trusted. Milano cookies.
Yes, cookies. Thank you. I rated. I talked about candy. My bad.
You did. So 3.25 Milano cookies. For this book, and it knocked out like 3 things on my list this year. So it's a alphabet and subscription book and physical book. Yeah. Look at me go.
Almost done.
Almost done. All right. Ready for our question?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's see. It's a little one. Okay. What do you think your bookshelf says about you to strangers?
This girl has a problem.
She has a hoarding problem.
Yeah. So they're probably, the first thing is probably, oh, that's a lot of books. You must like to read, which is an accurate assumption, right?
Yes.
But then they probably take a second look, and they're like, man, a lot of these books still have the plastic on them. Do you even read, or do you like to look like you read? And then the third and fourth thing is I don't dust very well.
Okay.
So I know all my books are covered in dust. And 2, I use any shelf. Like, that shelf is meant to hold anything that I need to put on it. So, in addition to books, there are also earbuds, charging cables.
So your bookshelf says
hair
to people that you don't have space for everything.
that I don't clean up after myself. I don't clean.
And you don't actually read.
I don't actually read. It's all for show.
That's right.
You guys, this question has completely put out there the fact that I don't actually read any of these books.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, except for I actually do take the plastic. If it goes up on the shelf, I take the plastic off whether I read it or not. But so to the naked eye, people could think that I read them all. Mm-hmm. But I was going to say something similar was that like that my bookshelf says that I like pretty books. Because yes. I feel like almost all of the books on my shelf are some sort of like special edition or subscription book edition or whatever. So I feel like that's what it says, is that I collect special editions, basically.
Yeah. You have a lot of trophy books.
I think that's what it says for sure. What else does it say about me? I think that's all it says. I also have like, what you can see in the shot is like all of the pretty books. But if you expand just a little bit, there's like notebooks and purses and, and boxes. And
so this is the less chaotic section.
Yeah. So we're just going to say that this is all that exists and none of the rest of it exists.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, everyone, you tell me. Send us your pictures of your bookshelves.
Oh, yeah,
show us what your bookshelf looks like, or tag us in them on social media. Savor the Story Pod. Mm-hmm. Let us see what your bookshelf says about you. We can make assumptions about you from your bookshelf. Let us know. Savor the Story Pod everywhere, on all the social medias, on the websites, on all the things. Go tell all your friends about us. Come be friends with us. Mm-hmm. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Get out of here.